Welcome. I have an all-wheel drive Mark 1 Gold. It got a 1.8 turbo engine in it, and the all-wheel drive system is from an Audi S3, which is why I sometimes call it a Quattro, even though you can argue it's more like 4Motion. At least it's Haldex system. It's all-wheel drive, and it's kind of the fun car. It's supposed to be at some point the track day car. I recently got another one, Mark 1 Gold. This is a Mark 1 Gold, a 1980 model. This one got approximately 240, 250 horsepower, brake horsepower, like in the engine. This got 50 from factory. 1.6 diesel engine, 4-speed manual, stock all the way around. I think the only thing which is not kind of stock is it's been re-sprayed a few years ago. So it got a bit of this metallic in it, but the color is essentially the same. It's just more fresh. Stock ride height, stock wheels, stock interior. Like this is the interior. So it doesn't have a RPM gauge. It's only speedo, and the fuel and for the heat. I think it works. At least the needle is moving. How much or how little it does, I don't know. It got I would guess this is the stock stereo from the 80s. It does not work. When I picked up the car, there was nothing here. This was in here, and I felt like it didn't look pretty because it was just a hole inside. So today I just put it back, so it's at least there's not something there, but not every power is not connected to it in the rear, and it's one of the things I was thinking to look into now in the workshop. It's radio and it's tape. So if I get this to work, I need to get some old school tape. It does not have 12 volts, the cigarette lighter output. You see here, it looks like that was extra. So it does not have it. I need to wire it up at some point, so I will be able to charge my phone and such. Interior light. Only on the driver's side. Earlier this year, I was just viewing inside a car dealership which sells used cars, because they had Nissan 300 ZX, the C32 in display. I really like those cars. I asked the guy if I could just sit inside it and such, just feel it, and it was such a cool feeling. And then I kind of noticed, it was brought to my attention that the fabric which they used in 80s, 17, 18, I don't know, old fabric, it's just, I don't know, it doesn't look well. I mean, this is pretty well worn, pretty well used, so it doesn't look like the condition is not good. But for some reason I like this more than newer ones. Just something about this texture or something. I'm not sure how to explain it, but like in the 300 ZX, that's when I kind of first realized myself that, oh, this fabric I like it a lot. Then I was thinking that if I ever get a 300 ZX, I would not buy one which has been re-sewn or something in the interior. But yeah, I got this instead. Next best thing, right? Seat belts are in the front. In the rear, there is safety was not a concern. It does not have the thing here for your arm like this one has. I guess this was also something extra. And this car compared to this one, because this one is pretty base model, you can adjust the mirrors from the inside. Even though could be that was a GTI thing, but this was not GTI from factory. Could be that the guy I bought it from or someone earlier switched it up. I don't know. Let me know in the comments or send me a message if the mirror thing was something extra, GTI or something, because this was originally a 1.5 liter Golf C. This is the original sticker. It says my Golf runs on diesel. It's a bit worn and cracked. Since it's the 80s or newer, it has the big taillight. Badges is there. Golf, Volkswagen. They are stock. They are 13 inch. I think they are 5 inches wide. 5 by 13 ET, I'm not sure. 45 if I remember. I read this a bit earlier today. And the tires are 155, 80, 13. Amazing, right? The suspension is stock height. I always thought this was something people put on themselves, kind of, because they don't look great. If someone knows where I can get smaller ones, you know, like physically smaller, I would be very grateful. In the front we can charge the car. We can go to EV stations and plug up. I guess it's some engine heating stuff. We got the small dock lip, which I would say I kind of starting to like this more than big one. I think at least I like it more. Grill is not GTI. The GTI has this red line which follows it all the way around. And of course, since it's not a GTI, it doesn't have the 4 headlights. Personally, I like this look better. Let's take a look at the engine. This is the amazing engine. It's very dirty in here. It looks like it hasn't been touched, just been driven and not washed in a very long time. This is where I would say the only place I can find some rust. And it's not deep rust, just surface, like here, and it doesn't look bad anywhere. I am going to put some like rust eater or something on all the places so it does not spread. I'm not planning to do anything with it. I have this other one, which I would say it's not super quick, but for a Mark 1 it's pretty quick. And it's super fun to drive. That will be the kind of track day car. This will be the cruiser.